For Minnetonka, our starters tonight. Number 2, senior midfielder, number 2, Jackson Blanks. Next up, we have an attackman, number 6, Gabe Miller. Then we have attackman number 11, Benjamin Schuster. Next up, we have our goalie, number 13, Sean Carroll. Our Fogo tonight will be number 15. Next up, we have number 21, J.D. Landstrom. Number 22, Cole Langevin. Number 23, Luke Miller. Number 27, Winston Holmerday. Lastly, we have number 30, Luke Larson, head coached by Joshua Yu. Ethan Williamson at the faceoff dot for Minnetonka. Dylan Treble at the dot for Southwest Christian. Minnetonka takes the ball, gets a touch, and subs on their midfielders. Gabe Miller carries the ball down to X. Ball with Jackson Blanks behind the net. Passes it over to Benjamin Schuster. Passes it up to Stephen Reddington. Reddington carries and then throws it around to Bodie Richard. Richard takes it back to X. Gives it to Schuster. Schuster up to Reddington. Reddington over to Seth Haney. Haney carries it down the alley with a dodge. Gets his friends free and a shot. Saved by Southwest Christian goalkeeper. Southwest begins their clear. Gets it over midfield and the pole takes it down for a touch. Ball blown dead here in Minnetonka. Looking like there was a ball in the field, so the ball's still with Southwest Christian. Southwest Christian with it at the point. On defense for Minnetonka, we have Luke Miller, JD Landstrom, Cole Langevin, and number 27, Winston Hommerding. Ball cleared over midfield with Jack McNeil. McNeil gets a touch and moves it up to Bodie Richard at the point. Richard to Reddington, and Reddington starts to carry it down the alley. Reddington down the alley with the ball. Reddington moves it back to Gabe Miller. Miller moves it all the way down to Schuster. Schuster carries it behind the net and takes it up the alley looking for a lefty shot. Shot just wide. Chased down by number 2, Jackson Blanks. Blanks will reset the ball behind the net. Blanks up to Bodie Richard. Richard over to Seth Haney. Haney moves it all the way down to Stephen Reddington. Reddington takes a dodge down the alley. Holds it and passes it down to Miller. Miller over to Jackson Blanks, who looks to dodges up the alley. Skip pass to Seth Haney. Haney down the alley and gets it all the way back to Miller. Miller moves it to Jackson. Jackson carries it up. Shot just wide. Chased down by Gabe Miller. Ball will stay with Minnetonka. Miller will be starting it behind the net. Miller with the reset. Carries it behind. Looking to dodge. And he comes up the left alley. To Blanks on crease. And a save by the keeper. Amazing save on crease. Saved by Southwest Christian's keeper. Ball almost picked off in the clear. Now Southwest Christian's clearing. They get it over midfield, and the midfielders sub. Ball is down, knocked loose by Quentin Restrepo. Restrepo looking to carry it over midfield. Makes a long pass to Benjamin Schuster, who carries it in, gets a touch. Passes it down to Miller. Miller carries it behind, gives it to Jackson Blanks. Blanks looking to maybe dodge. Colby Sanders looking to cut. Blanks mishandles the ball. So ball's now with Colby Sanders. Colby over to number 9, Liam Cassidy. Liam Cassidy down the alley. Looking to shoot, but no. Passes it behind the net to Miller. Miller carries it up. Long skip pass to Colby Sanders. Not quite caught, and it's going to be a ground ball. Colby gooses the ball to midfield. Easy ground ball and takes it down. He's looking to take it down the alley. Pass 2 guys. Open hands. Shot, no. Pass to Schuster behind the net. Schuster up to Liam. Liam Cassidy with a shot from the point. Saved by the keeper. Ball carrier pushed out of bounds by number 18, Grant Anderson. That means Liam Cassidy starting with the ball, carrying it in. Takes it, gets the touch, moves it over to Jackson Blanks with a huge shot and another save by the Southwest Christian goalkeeper. Ball behind the net, Southwest Christian. Pull Langevin on the ball, trying to knock it loose. Langevin still looking for the takeaway. A little help from J.D. Landstrom knocks it free. Landstrom makes the long pass to Winston Homerding. Winston carrying it up towards midfield, makes the pass across to Luke Miller, who gets the touch for the Skippers. Midfielders subbing on. No, and they're not even needed. Some quick action from the Minnetonka attackman results in a goal for number 2, Jackson Blanks. Minnetonka sends number 3, Colby Sanders to the dot. But a face-off. Ball gets picked up by Minnetonka taxman. Number 11, Benjamin Schuster. Skip pass to Miller on crease. Shot went off the post, so the ball is back with the Southwest Christian. Ball knocked loose by number 26, Quinn Restrepo. Restrepo moves the ball. Pass just long over Luke Miller's head, so the ball's going to go back to Southwest Christian. Southwest Christian carries the ball in and gets a touch. They work the ball up to the point. Grant Anderson playing defense on the ball, but a pass over Southwest Christian midfielder's head gets all the way over to Jackson Blanks at attack. Blank carries it in and gets the touch, moves it to Miller. Miller across to Richard. Richard shooting from the point, saved by Southwest Christian's goalkeeper. Ball is being cleared by Southwest Christian. Minnetonka looking to ride, and it's dropped. Jackson Blanks with a ride, successful ride, and the ball's in the ground. Ball is almost knocked free again, but it's cleared by Southwest. Southwest with a pass to crease. Sean Carroll extends out of the crease and gets a check to knock the ball loose. Luke Miller on ball. Long pass to a midfielder at point. Ooh. Southwest Christian calls a timeout with 4 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in the first half. Quarter. Ball is with Southwest Christian after their timeout. Ball now with Minnetonka. Minnetonka looking to clear. Ball moved over to number 17, Zachary Alstron. Zachary Alstron with a short stick on him, and the ball's dropped. He gets it back up. No, it's on the ground, looking for the ground ball. Ground ball picked up by Minnetonka. Number 20, Jack McNeil. McNeil makes a pass down to attackman Jackson Blanks. Blanks moves it off to number 24, Charlie Mays. Mays takes it down to the midfielders and gives the ball to Bodie Richard. Richard carrying it in. Long pass to Blanks. Jackson Blanks on crease, shoots it just wide. Ball chased by number 6, Gabe Miller. Gabe Miller will start the ball from X. Miller on the reset, carries it up behind the net. Miller looking to dodge. Miller with lots of space to dodge, instead passes it. Blanks on crease, catch, fake, shot, goal. Goal scored by number 2, Jackson Blanks. That's his second goal of the night already. Assisted by number 6, Gabe Miller. Face off, whistled dead. Loose ball push called against Southwest Christian. Luke Larson carrying the ball across midfield. Luke Larson gets a touch and moves it down to number 11, Benjamin Schuster. Schuster up to number 3, Colby Sanders. Sanders carrying it across. Midfielder subbing on for Minnetonka. Number 9, Liam Cassidy, and number 18, Grant Anderson. Anderson with the ball now. Anderson takes it up into the middle of the field and gets a shot off. Knocked down by a defenseman from Southwest. Ball on the ground, looking to be picked up by Minnetonka. Ball's picked up by number 18, Grant Anderson. Anderson passes it up to Colby Sanders. Ball's dropped but picked up right away by number 3, Colby Sanders. Sanders looking to dodge, comes over the top. Shot from Sanders just wide. Chased down by Benjamin Schuster. Schuster will be resetting the ball back at X. Schuster carries it up, and a shot saved again by Southwest Christian's goalkeeper. Ball picked up by Jackson Blanks. Blanks with a no-angle shot. Barely goes wide. And a crease violation called against number 2, Jackson Blanks, will give the ball back to Southwest Christian on the reset. Southwest now resetting the ball. As they attempt to wheel it over midfield, a bad pass goes out of bounds off of Southwest Christian. It's going to be Minnetonka's ball. Ball's going to be being reset by number 3, Colby Sanders. Colby Sanders carries it in, runs through his defenseman to get a touch, and then moves it up to number 9, Liam Cassidy. Cassidy carries it in and gives it to number 18, Grant Anderson, who moves it across to Miller in the crease area, but he has to carry it out to Sanders. Sanders up on the point. Sanders looking to make a move, and he takes it down the alley. Sanders, no opportunity to shoot, but a great pass to number 11, Benjamin Schuster, who gets a shot off. Again, another save by the Southwest Christian goalkeeper. Penalty called against Minnetonka, playing with a free hand. Will just award the ball back to Southwest Christian. Southwest trying to clear the ball, and a Minnetonka ride trying to keep them from. They carry it over midfield and are looking for a touch. Southwest Christian still not a touch yet. Needing to force it in a little bit here. Moving it in. And now they get their touch. With just enough time remaining, the pass now is up to the midfield line, but the pass is loose. Barely not taken over midfield with Southwest Christian. Would have been an over and back, but the ball stays with them, and they're looking for some offense. Pass picked off by Minnetonka's Quentin Restrepo. Restrepo makes a pass to Jack McNeil, who carries it across midfield in front of the net, looking for a shot. Gets it off just wide. Chased down by Jack McNeil, so the ball's going to stay with Minnetonka. Only a few seconds remaining in the quarter. Ball's moved all the way over to Stephen Reddington. Reddington down the alley, looking for a shot. Takes one. Another save for the goalkeeper. After deflecting out the goalkeeper, the ball was caught by Miller. Pass to the crease, and a shot off the post gets back to Southwest Christian. Southwest with 25 seconds left in the quarter. J.D. Landstrom knocks it loose. With only a few seconds left, J.D. Landstrom's got the ball. Landstrom to Richard. Richard looking for someone to pass to. Richard beats his guy. Richard, only a few seconds remaining, makes a dodge. Maybe looking for a shot. Doesn't seem to find one yet. Makes one last pass to number 6, Gabe Miller. Shot wide with no time left in the quarter. That will be the end of the first quarter here. Minnetonka up 2 over the Southwest Christian Stars. Back here for the second quarter. Face-off. Battle picked up by number 3, Colby Sanders. Sanders carries it across midfield and takes it down for a touch. Sanders still moving in. Makes a dodge. On crease. Shot. Goal. Number 3, Colby Sanders. Runs past the whole Southwest Christian team for a goal. Goal from number 3, Colby Sanders, makes the score Minnetonka 3, Southwest 0. Bodie Richard with the ball, pass out of bounds off Bodie Richard. Ball is now with Southwest Christian. Unassisted goal from Colby Sanders makes the score 3-0 here in Minnetonka. Skippers 3, Stars 0. A failed clear from Southwest gives the ball back to Minnetonka. Minnetonka pass from Stephen Reddington to Jackson Blanks is a goal for Minnetonka, and that's 4 goals, 3 of which are for number 2, Jackson Blanks. That is a hat trick. Jackson Blank with an early hat trick here in Minnetonka. Christian a 30-second penalty. Penalty against Daniel Mogolan, sophomore. 30 seconds for pushing. Balls with Minnetonka that are man up 30 seconds. Ball out of bounds off Minnetonka. Ball now with Southwest Christian, and we're even strength here. Penalty now assessed against Minnetonka's number 17, Zachary Alstrin. Penalty was a 30-second technical push. Minnetonka man down for 30 seconds in total here, and they're already burnt 10. Minnetonka's extended defense almost throws a pass out of bounds, or almost forced Southwest Christian to throw a pass out of bounds. Southwest going out and still have the ball. Minnetonka's penalty is now released. Minnetonka's even strength going down on offense. Shot from number 26, Quentin Restrepo. Goal. Full goal for number 26, Quentin Restrepo. That is his second goal of the year. That Minnetonka goal scored by Quentin Restrepo pushes the score to 5-0. Face-off win by Minnetonka's number 15, Ethan Williamson. Pass to Benjamin Schuster, and a goal from Benjamin Schuster. Number 11, Benjamin Schuster with a goal for Minnetonka. That pushes the score to 6-0. Ball with Minnetonka's number 18, Grant Anderson. Anderson dodges down the alley and passes it to Jackson Gould to Schuster. Schuster up the alley, shot, and a second goal within 10 seconds for number 11, Benjamin Schuster. This one assisted by number 4, Jackson Gould. That pushes the score to 7-0 Minnetonka. Shot by Minnetonka's number 11, Benjamin Schuster, just wide. Chased down by Minnetonka. Minnetonka will have the ball at X. They start it from X. Dodge with Gabe Miller up the left alley, and he takes a shot. Shot just wide. Chased down by Minnetonka's number 4, Jackson Gould. Gould resetting from behind the net. Dodging up the alley. Pressured wide. Forced to make a pass up to number 9, Liam Cassidy. Cassidy over to 3. Colby Sanders. Sanders roll in front of the net. Ball knocked loose last minute. Liam Cassidy with the ball though. Cassidy down to Miller. Miller looking to dodge from X up the alley, and a backhanded shot almost goes in, but saved by Southwest Christian's goalkeeper to keep the score at 7-0. Minnetonka wins the ground ball. Ball with Liam Cassidy. Cassidy pulls it out and gets a pass over to number 18, Grant Anderson with a goal. Number 18, Grant Anderson, assisted by number 9, Liam Cassidy. Minnetonka's number 17, Zachary Alstern, protecting the ball now with Southwest Christian. Or here after after Grant Anderson's goal, assisted by number 9, Liam Cassidy, pushes the score 8-0. Still 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the first half. If the game becomes 12-0, it will push into running clock. Running time play here in Minnetonka is possible tonight. Minnetonka subbing on offensive midfielders. Number 9, Liam Cassidy, is taking a dodge down the alley. He passes it to number 4, Jackson Gould, who makes a pass to Schuster. Schuster comes up the alley with a shot, and another goal for number 11, Benjamin Schuster. That goal for number 11, Benjamin Schuster, gives him the hat trick that he was looking for tonight. Benjamin Schuster, hat trick here in Minnetonka. After Southwest Christian's short timeout, they send their players out for a face-off. Number 3, Colby Sanders at the dot for Minnetonka. Sanders wins the face-off and carries it down. Pass to Jackson Gould. Gould with a shot on crease, and it's a goal. Another goal for Minnetonka. Laird's right behind him. Goal for number 4, Jackson Gould. Pushes the score for Minnetonka to 10. Same players at the dot here for the face-off. Number 14, Dylan Treble, and number 3, Colby Sanders. Sanders knocks it over to number 21, JD Landstrom. Landstrom moves the ball down to Miller. Miller, ball on the ground, picked up by Miller again. Miller moves it over to Jackson Gould. Gould to Schuster. Schuster moving it up the alley. Wide, passes it all the way to Stephen Reddington. Reddington moves it to Bodie Richard. Richard with the ball, and he looks to dodge. Moving it down the alley. Passes it all the way down to Miller. Miller with the ball, moves it to Jackson Gould. Gould all the way to Schuster. Schuster carrying it up. Carrying it wide, protecting it all the way to Reddington. Reddington to Bodie Richard. Richard looking to dodge. He takes it down the alley, presses to the corner, brings it back out, and moves it over to Schuster. Schuster up to Jackson Gould in front of the net. Gould's shot bounces over, and the ball is behind with Bodie Richard. Richard looking for a pass. No, takes it up the alley. Shot to Gould on crease, but it's knocked down. Minnetonka now looking to ride. Ball moved to their goalkeeper. Goalkeeper to a defenseman. Pole carrying it over midfield. Forced to make a short pass. No, long pass all the way across midfield. And now Minnetonka's defense is on the prowl. The prowl gets the ball for number 26. Quentin Restrepo. Restrepo attempts another pull goal shot, but it goes wide. Ball now behind the net with number 4, Jackson Gould. Gould up to Schuster. Schuster moving it all the way over to number 8, Stephen Reddington. Reddington to Richard. Richard all the way down to Seth Haney on the right wing. He takes it down and passes to Gould. Gould over to Schuster. Schuster looking to move it up, and Schuster takes it. Schuster in, out, over the top. He gets tripped up. Schuster's still on the ground with a slow up, but he seems to be fine. Minnetonka gets the ball back. Bodie Richard getting pressured. Gets slashed in the helmet. Will mean that Minnetonka should get a man up in not too long, but a delayed penalty keeps the ball with Minnetonka. Seth Haney takes it down the alley back to Reddington. Reddington shot over the net. Very close. Shot over the net by Reddington. Forces the penalty call. 1 minute slashing penalty assessed to Southwest Christian. That will put Minnetonka man up for 1 minute. Tonka man up 1 minute. Ball moved to Anderson. Anderson to Logan Yu. Yu makes a pass to Miller, down to Richard. Richard to Logan Yu. Again on a cut, and that's a goal for Logan Yu. Goal from Logan Yu pushes the score. Minnetonka 11. Southwest Christian Stars 0. And a shot on the run by number 11, Benjamin Schuster, pushes the score to Minnetonka 12, Southwest 0. Benjamin Schuster with his 4th goal of the night. Minnetonka sends number 15, Ethan Williams, into the dot. Charlie Mays on one wing, J.D. Landstrom on the other. Minnetonka fighting for the face-off. Ball on the ground, still picked up by Ethan Williamson. Flag down on the field. Ball with Charlie Mays. Mays takes it for the touch, passes it down to Miller. Miller to Jackson Gould behind the net. Gould carrying it up. Gets above GLA, passes it to Schuster. Schuster to Sanders. Sanders looking to make a dodge, and he dodges it down the alley. Sanders with a shot. Saved. Deflection from the shot. Goes to Schuster. Schuster, Colby Sanders on the ground. Colby Sanders on the ground here in Minnetonka. A slide after his shot knocked him down. Sanders still on the ground now. Colby Sanders now up, getting carried off the field by his teammates. Slashing penalty called against Southwest Christian's number 14. That penalty was from the face-off. It was not the hit on Colby Sanders. It was a 1-minute penalty assessed against Southwest Christian's Dylan Treble. Minnetonka will be man up for 1 minute. Ball with Logan Huey. Huey makes a pass down to Miller. Miller all the way down to X. Richard back to Miller. Miller shot wide. Bodie Richard behind the net. Gets it back for Minnetonka. A wide pass rolls all the way to midfield, but picked up by Minnetonka. Number 11, Benjamin Schuster. Schuster carries it up to the midfield for the half. That means that Minnetonka will start the second half man up still. 27 seconds remaining in the penalty. Benjamin Schuster, recent goal was Benjamin Schuster's 100th career Minnetonka varsity goal. Earlier this season, he hit 100 points, but now he's at 100 goals too. Since Minnetonka's leading by 12 goals, it will be running time for the rest of the game. Ball will also start with Minnetonka because they had possession at the end of the half with a penalty in the box. Minnetonka is man up for the first 20 seconds of the second half. Face off won by Southwest Christian. Minnetonka trying to get the ball back, but they don't get it. Southwest Christian gets a touch. J.D. Landstrom on the ball, and he pries it loose. Picked back up by Southwest, but there is a flag down in the field. Offsides, most likely against number 11, Benjamin Schuster. The whistles come as Minnetonka gets the ball. Schuster's going to be serving a 30-second tech for offside. Southwest Christian will be man up for 30 seconds. Minnetonka will be trying to kill, and here we go. Southwest Christian moves the ball back to X, where it's knocked on the ground, and it's loose ball push against Cole Longevin. The ball will stay with Southwest. Ball moved all the way up to the point. Down to the wing. Picked off by number 20, Jack McNeil. McNeil clears it way over midfield. Now it's picked up by number 24, Charlie Mays. The penalty is released for Minnetonka, so they are even. Jackson Gould with the ball. Gould carrying it up and moves it up to number 8, Stephen Reddington. Reddington taking it over midfield and moves it to Charlie Mays. Mays carrying it down the alley. Mays to Miller. Miller moving it up, and he's behind. He passes it to Gould, who attempts a behind-the-back shot, but it is wide. Chased down by Gabe Miller, so the ball stays with Minnetonka. Miller will be carrying it in. Miller on the reset. Miller carrying it towards X. Miller up the alley. Locked down by his defenseman, but he still gets the shot away. Southwest Christian goalkeeper gets a hold of it. So Southwest Christian is going to be attempting to clear. Bodie Richard on the ride. Ball on the ground, still. Picked up by Southwest, dropped again. Ball now still a fighting. Ben Schuster gets the pickup and takes it all the way down to X. Schuster gets the touch near the back of the net. Moves it up to Logan Yu. Logan Yu to Reddington. Reddington carries it down and gets a shot on the run. Goal for number 8, Steven Reddington, assisted by number 19, Logan Yui. That makes the score Minnetonka 14 and Southwest Christian 0. Face-off won by Southwest Christian's Dylan Treble. Treble gets a touch and gets a pass off. Pass around. Pass around and Southwest starts it from X. Moves it up and around, but the pass is loose. Picked up by Minnetonka's attack. Number 6, Gabe Miller. Miller carrying it down in front of the net and gets a shot away. Miller with a goal. Unassisted goal by number 6, Gabe Miller, after running past 2 Southwest Christian defensemen. That makes the score 15-0. Another goal scored for Minnetonka. Goal scored by number 4, Jackson Gould, assisted by number 14, Beckett Malota. Loose ball push called against Minnetonka's number 15. As the face-off specialists run off the field, offensive and defensive minis are subbed on. Coming on for Minnetonka was number 24, Charlie Mays, who is now on ball. Charlie runs with his guy down, forces him to turn back in the midfield where he's double-teamed by Minnetonka pole number 21, J.D. Landstrom. Landstrom forces a shot out of bounds. Chased by Southwest, and they'll keep the ball. And then a stray pass from Southwest Christian gives the ball back to Minnetonka. Being reset with number 20, Jack McNeil. McNeil straight burns right past his guy and runs past 2 Southwest midfielders, carries it all the way in and gets a touch. Keeps running, gets in front of the net, and he's taking a shot wide by Jack McNeil, chased down by number 4, Jackson Gould. Gould with the chase. Gould resetting it from X, moves it up and around to Charlie Mays. Mays with a shot wide, chased down by Gould again. Ball with Minnetonka, rotated around, ball with Stephen Reddington. Reddington up to you over to Richards. Richards down the alley with a dodge, and he passes it to Gould. Pass falls out of Gould's sticks. Rolls out of bounds, so the ball is going to be with Southwest Christian trying to clear. Minnetonka will be on the ride. It all starts with Benjamin Schuster trying to run his guy out of bounds. The kid gets to midfield. As he's chased into midfield, Reddington comes to help, and Miller is there too. Southwest may be in trouble here. They get it over to midfield. They still got some work to do to get the touch. As they get the touch, they're on the fly. They're running in. Forced to carry the ball down to X. Southwest Christian at X. And it's knocked loose by number 27, Winston Homerding. He gets the ball picked up, and he's pushed out of bounds. One minute slash called against number 11, Benjamin Schuster. Minnetonka will be man down for 1 minute. That penalty was flagged on the ride. Schuster had a check that hit someone in the helmet. So Schuster will be serving for 1 minute. Minnetonka man down. We'll see if Southwest can get their very first goal tonight. Southwest with the ball at X. They carry it up and take a shot from the wing. Shot wide, chased down by Southwest Christian. Southwest will get a chance to reset behind the net. They bring it in. They move it down to the far corner. Move it up to the far wing, and they pass it back down to the corner. Corner attempt past the crease, but it's knocked down. Picked up by J.D. Landstrom from Minnetonka. J.D. gets it down midfield. J.D. gets a touch. J.D. passes it over to Gabe Miller, and Minnetonka comes back to full strength. But right before that happens, number 21, J.D. Landstrom with a pro goal. Goal for number 21, J.D. Landstrom, assisted by number 6, Gabe Miller. Second pole goal for the Skippers, and the score is 17-0. With only seconds remaining in the third quarter, they go to the dot. Face-off still loose. Loose ball push. Assessed on looks like there's going to be a penalty. Assessed on Minnetonka's number 15. Called against Minnetonka's number 15. And it is a 30-second holding penalty. That is the end of the third quarter as well. Minnetonka up 17-0 in the quarter break. The quarter will start with Minnetonka man down for 30 seconds. Ethan Williamson serving the 30-second holding penalty for Minnetonka. Minnetonka has the ball now, looking to clear. Landstrom carrying it up, beats his man, makes a pass over midfield to number 27, Winston Homerding. Homerding to number 11, Benjamin Schuster. Schuster gets their touch, and they're even. Minnetonka gets to be back at full strength here. Subbing on their new midfielders, it's going to be Liam Cassidy and Grant Anderson. Also Seth Haney. And Minnetonka makes a goalie substitution. Subbing on for Minnetonka, number 28, Dominic Chacho. Subbing off for Minnetonka, Sean Carroll, number 13. Minnetonka carries it down the alley. Liam Cassidy passes it down to Schuster. Schuster to Miller right in front of the net, and that's another easy goal for Gabe Miller, making the score 18-0. And after that goal for Gabe Miller, that gives him the hat trick tonight too. Adding a third player to Minnetonka's hat trick list tonight. That is Gabe Miller. Number 2, Jackson Blanks, and number 11, Benjamin Schuster, all have hat tricks tonight for Minnetonka. Looks to be 2 separate penalties called against Minnetonka. One on number 14, Beckett Malota, and another one on number 22, Cole Langevin. 30-second penalty, push on Beckett Malota, and looks to be a 1-minute slashing penalty on Cole Langevin. Minnetonka down 2 men, 1 for 30, and one of those are for 1 minute. A bad pass from the Stars goes out of bounds. It's going to be Minnetonka's ball. They're going to look to get it to an attackman fast. As Minnetonka carries it over midfield. Offsides called against Minnetonka. And now a flag down on the field as well. "30-second technical penalty is called against number 2. Offsides. Ball behind the net with Bodie Richard. Richard to Miller. Miller back to Richard. Shot from number 2, Jackson Blanks, saved by the keeper. No, not saved by the keeper. Off the goalie, sticking into the back of the net for a 4th goal for Jackson Blanks. Goal for Minnetonka pushes the score to 19, and then a timeout called by the Southwest Christian Stars. Score is 19-0 here in Minnetonka. The goal there for Minnetonka was Jackson Blanks from Bodie Richard. Now at the face-off dot. Face-off caught out of the air by Beckett Malota. Malota down and gets a touch. Malota shooting wide. Miller chases it out of bounds. Gabe Miller will start it from X. Miller starting the ball from X. Miller coming up the alley. Miller passes it to Gould on crease, and Gould scores another goal. And that goal will add another player to the hat-trick list here in Minnetonka, number 4, Jackson Gould. Jackson Gould now with a hat-trick. That is goal scored by number 17, Zachary Alstrin. Pole goal. Assisted by... Not sure who was assisted by. A pole goal for Zachary Alstrin. Brings the score to 21 Minnetonka 0. That is Zachary Alstrin's first ever career varsity goal for Minnetonka. Luke Larson carries the ball over midfield and moves it to Schuster. Schuster with the ball. Schuster pass to Charlie Mays. Mays over to Cassidy. Mays moves it up to Seth Haney. Haney all the way over to Cassidy. Cassidy back to Haney. Haney looking for a dodge. Haney runs it down the alley, rolls back into midfield, gets double teamed, passes it all the way over to Schuster. Schuster dodging up. Schuster open with a shot and a goal for number 11, Benjamin Schuster. His 5th goal of the night. That goal makes the score 22 Skipper, 0 stars. Ball on the ground, scooped up by Southwest Christian. Christian carrying it down, but it's knocked loose by number 24, Charlie Mays. Mays attempting to clear, and there's a flag down on the field against Southwest Christian. Or is it against, yep, against Minnetonka. Number 22, Cole Longevin. Colt Longevin assessed a penalty for cross-checking. That penalty is with 2 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in the game. Ball moving around with Southwest. Southwest Christian has it up at the point, and it's on the ground. Ball now in the corner. Winston Homerding knocks it to the ground, and it's being cleared by Winston. Winston over midfield. Gets a touch and passes it to Schuster. Schuster with a huge shot. Absolutely stings Jackson Gould in the back of the head. Jackson Gould might be feeling that one tomorrow. But he will be all right because he scores a goal assisted by number 6, Gabe Miller. That's Jackson Gould's 4th goal of the night. 4th goal for Jackson Gould, number 4. 4 goals for 4. 1 minute and 6 seconds remaining here in Minnetonka. One minute remains in the game. Save by Dominic Chacho. Ball passed to all the way down the field to Winston Homerding. And a goal for number 24, Charlie Mays. An exciting one for Charlie Mays. That pushes the score here in Minnetonka to 24 with 8 seconds remaining in the game. There probably won't be a face-off. And there's the final horn. Minnetonka 24. Stars 0. Minnetonka 24, Southwest Christian 0 will be the final score here in Minnetonka. This very well could be the last live stream of the season. This very well could be the last live stream that I get to do this year. Thank you all for tuning in every game.